Okay, so the item we're going to talk about today is the Raptor Talon from Jodozorn, or Jodozorn, if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically, it's a karambit tool slash impact tool made out of carbon fiber, so it's non-metallic. Um, it's supposed to be a practice item, but that's not what I'm using this for. That's all tactical stuff. I don't get into that. What I'm using it for is, now that I'm working on my knots as far as bushcraft stuff goes, I don't have a lot of fingernails. So I need something like this to act as a pick, or almost like a marlin spike, where I can get into those knots and open them up and loosen them without tearing up the cordage or the paracord or whatever kind of rope I'm using to tie these knots with. I don't want to mess them up. And I feel like this is just dull enough to where it'll be able to get in those little small spaces and loosen it up without shredding or fraying the cordage. So that's what I'm using it for. I picked this up for, I think, between 15 to 18 bucks on Amazon. Carbon fiber is really, really cool looking. I don't deal with carbon fiber a whole lot, but it is just very neat. I'm not sure, iridescent's not the right word for it. I'm not sure what you would call it. It's almost like a 3D sort of look to it, but it's very cool and very interesting, and it's super lightweight and non-metallic. So you can just drop this in your pocket and forget you even have it there. It's very unassuming and non-noticeable, and great for prying stuff open. I've seen people sit there with no fingernails and try to struggle with soda cans and everything else. If you have a little tool like this, it makes everything a breeze, whether it's knots, soda cans, prying stuff open, twisting stuff apart, even this right here. Like, with that, without fingernails, I would have a problem. With this thing, pop it right open. So you always need a little small pry sort of device to do stuff like that with. And I feel like this would suit the bill, and it's pretty cool looking in the process. So give them a look.